Hi, and welcome to Wisdom with Grace Yoga. My name is Sophie, and on YouTube, I am your manifesting yogini. Today, we are moving through a vinyasa flow, a gentle vinyasa flow, with the embodied prayer of growing our community in our business and attracting clients. Whether you're attracting yoga clients or any other clients, this practice is for you. When it comes to manifesting clients, it's good to remember your why behind why you're offering what you offer, what you do. I decided to start teaching yoga about 5 years ago. I had been practicing yoga for about 19 years, and I decided to take teacher training. And what motivated that decision was when students in classes started asking me questions. That was a sign for me that I had a skill and a knowledge that I could offer to the community. Of course, I also wanted a career and an income and fruits to my labor. If you look a little deeper on why you want clients or a following of people, wanting to share your skills and knowledge with others is aligned with our desire for meaning and purpose to our existence. And that desire is rooted in our need for belonging. That's why today we are moving through a flow of postures for our root chakra, which is said to affect our sense of belonging, our sense of security, and is said to be related to our financial stability. So a lot of hip and hamstring work today. When you're ready, roll out your mat, put your favorite music on, and I might use a couple of blocks and blanket today. And don't forget to like and subscribe if this video resonated with you. Links are below. I have 2 virtual series coming up, virtual or in person, Yin Friday nights and Vinyasa Saturday mornings. Both will be themed 6 yoga wisdoms for beginners. Registration for those classes ends soon, so make sure to register by Thursday, January 2nd if you would like a spot. Okay, let's begin. Let's begin seated, and I'm going to fold up a blanket here to sit on. And also grab a pillow or something to prop your hips up, so you can sit here comfortably for a few minutes in an easy seat pose. And we're just going to start by meditating on the root chakra. And the root chakra is said to be located at the base of the spine, just forward of the tailbone. So if it's comfortable for you to close your eyes, and just focus on that point. If your attention drifts away on something else, bring it back to that point in the body. start to bring your awareness to the breath as you inhale. Allow the inhale to come naturally. And as you exhale, send that air down, 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 all the way to the earth, to the root. Allowing the in-breath to come as it will. And nice, long, extended exhalations down, down, down. Inhale. Exhale. Let all the air out completely. Inhale. Exhale. Down, down, down. And just one more breath, allowing the inhale to come in naturally. And exhale. All the air out. Inviting some movement here. Inhale, the chest and heart comes forward. Exhale, round back. Moving in a circular motion. And this movement can be as big or as small as feels good to you in your hips. And you can move as slowly or as quickly as feels natural to you here. And when you're ready, reverse the direction. And then bringing your shoulders back, stacked atop hips, head over heart, and bringing your hands behind you, soles of the feet to the mat. We'll bring them nice and wide apart into this big straddle, and then lifting the hips. They can just be a few inches, and we'll drop one knee in, and then return back to center, and then drop the other knee in. And do that one more time, dropping one knee in, and back to center, and the other. And then we'll release the hips down. If you remember what foot was on in front before, place the opposite foot in front. Inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Lengthen the ears away from the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, twisting to the right, releasing the right hand behind the back, fingertips towards the left hip. Draw the shoulders down the back and gaze over the right shoulder. Just a gentle press through the left hand, lengthening through the base of the spine. Are you able to walk that right hand a little closer to the left hip, maybe wrapping it around, finding the left hip crease? Inhale. Exhale. Keep the left hand right where it is. Spin the right hand forward and find crossing the right arm over the left, grabbing the left knee, and pulling the skin of both knees in, rounding through the upper back. From here, finding Garudasana arm, so the right elbow is hooked into the left. Maybe both palms come together. And from here, keep a flat back inhale. Reach just the fingertips up towards the ceiling, just working through the shoulders. And exhale, round forward. Inhale, open up. Exhale, reach palms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen the ears away from the shoulders. Exhale, twisting to the left, releasing the right hand to the left knee, walking that left hand behind the right hip. Lengthen through the spine. Gaze over the left shoulder. Are you able to creep that left hand a little closer to the right hip? Are you able to wrap the left hand to the right hip crease? Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, hold. Keeping the right hand where it is, cross the left arm over the right, and then pull the skin of the knees together. Just adjusting my mic. And right here, elbows are in position for Garudasana arms, lifting the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, open up wide. And bringing the hands behind you once again. This time moving into more of a shoulder stretch. So walk the feet out, so keep the knees slightly bent here. The closer your feet in, the less of a stretch you'll get with the shoulders. The more intense, the more you reach your feet out, the more intense this will be on your shoulders. And from here, ground through the heels. You'll see my feet are lifted. And we're going to press down through the heels to lift the hips. And before you lift them really high, bring your hips to the heels and then lift them up toward the ceiling. Maybe from here you can open up through the throat if that feels wise to you. Exhale, drawing the hips back down towards the fingertips. And just come to a standing position at the top of your mat. You might need that blanket later for your knees. So decide now where the front of your mat will be. I think I'll use this side. Front of my mat. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bow forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Lengthen here through the crown of the head, lifting the skin of the shins up. Exhale with the left foot, big step back, coming into a low lunge. From here, place the left hand down, reaching the right hand up towards the ceiling, twisting open to the right. Releasing both hands down to the inside of the right foot, turn yourself over to the long edge of the mat. All 10 toes are forward, wide-legged forward fold. Skandasana to the front of the mat, turning the toes just to the corner of the mat, just slightly out, and bending deeply through the right knee. Keep that right heel planted to the earth, pressing back through the right hip. And returning back to center, turning the left toes out, bending through the left knee, and pressing back through the left hip. Keep that left heel planted. From here, plank to the back of the mat. So turn yourself all the way to the back of the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right into your plank pose. Exhale, press back, down dog. Inhale forward into another plank. Option to drop the knees as you slow motion lower all the way down to your belly. Hands by your rib cage, tops of the feet to the mat. Pressing through the mat to the pelvis. Inhale, arching up into your Bhavantu Cobra pose. Exhale, pressing back up into plank and down dog. From your down dog, lift up high onto the balls of the feet. Bend softly through the knees and press the hips back, heart towards the thighs, releasing the heels back down in between behind the middle toes. Big toes to touch. Inhale, reach the right foot just hip height. And exhale, draw the right knee into the chest and hold here. Try to take the momentum out of this movement. We're going to keep so a couple options here. You can either drop the right knee down and step the left foot forward. The other option is to draw the right knee all the way forward, right foot forward, the left knee down. From here, coming up to an Anjaneyasana pose, stacking the shoulders over the hips. Gently squeeze the left glutes and pressing the hips slightly forward. Think of lengthening the back foot. From here, reaching the fingertips forward, thumbs facing up. Inhale. Exhale, reaching the right hand back, left hand forward. Switching sides. Inhale. Right hand comes forward. Left hand comes back, gently pressing the right knee away. Bringing both hands forward, interlace the hands behind the back. Heel toe that foot out maybe a little to create some space here. And exhale with a flat back, leaning forward in between the right leg. Release the hands to the inside of the right foot. Tuck the back toe under, step it forward to the outside of the left hand or right hand. And coming into a Malasana Yogi squat. Outer edges of the feet are to the floor. If your heels are lifted really high here off the floor, one thing you can do is roll up a blanket or the edge of your mat a few times and placing the heels right on top of the mat. Eventually, gravity will bring them down. And bringing maybe that focus back to the root. Releasing the hands down, tucking the chin under, and lifting the hips, walking the feet in about heels toe distance apart, and just hang out here in your forward fold. We're not going to work too hard today and put too much effort into this because we want to manifest clients very effortlessly. I know I've put a lot of hard work into my teaching and marketing, and it feels like sometimes I'm not getting what I want back. It can be a bit disheartening and undervaluing at times, but I always have to remind myself it doesn't mean it's time to push harder or to use force. It's a time to lean back and relax. And then press through the feet, soften the knees. Inhale with a flat back, rising all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands through to heart center and by your side, Tadasana Mountain Pose. And we're just going to run through that on the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bow forward over the legs. Ardha Uttanasana, hands to shins or hands to thighs. Inhale, elongate, lifting just halfway into this L shape. Inhale. Exhale, right foot, big step back with the right foot. Releasing the right hand to the floor or to a block. Left hand to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, releasing both hands to the inside of the left foot. Coming back to a wide-legged forward fold. From your wide-legged forward fold, let's bring your hands to your waist and press the elbows together. Inhale, rising up through to center. And then turning the feet out. Bending deeply through the left knee into a skandasana. And you'll see I'm pretty high here in my skandasana, pressing the left leg back. I can absolutely go nice and low. Woo! That's pretty hard. I want to find a place I can hold for a few breaths here. So holding here. Maybe the right foot lifts up towards the ceiling. And I also want to not go so deep that I don't have control coming back up to center. So with control coming back up to center, and then turning the right toes out, sitting the right hip back to a side lunge, skandasana. And then just spin yourself all the way forward, stepping the right foot back into plank, moving through your vinyasa, shifting forward onto the toes, lowering down. Hopefully you don't have a couch in the way at your house. Inhale, arching up into cobra. We're not really pressing into our hands too much here. We're dragging the hands towards the feet, pressing into the feet. Inhale. Exhale, pressing back up into down dog. Left foot, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, draw the knee into the chest. Either place it onto the floor and step the opposite foot forward, or step it all the way through. Placing gently the right knee onto the floor. Inhale, coming up to Anjaneyasana. Hands come forward, thumb facing up. Inhale. Exhale, spinning the left arm back, right hand forward. Inhale. Exhale, other side, left hand comes forward, right arm drags back. And gently press the left knee out. Back to center, interlace the hands, a second favorite thumb, and just a modified humble warrior here, leaning forward over in between the left leg. Placing the hands on the floor, tuck the right toe under, lift the back knee, and step the right foot to the outside of the right foot, outside of the hand, and sitting down into your Malasana squat. From here, coming to a seat, you can bring your hands behind you and not plopping down too hard onto our tailbone, just lightly setting the tailbone and bum to the floor. We'll bring our feet into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together, walking the hips back and opening up the soles of the feet to the mat. Before we come into this, I like to add a little strengthener. So bringing the hands to the knees, gently press the knees into the hand. We'll hold here. This is called PNF stretching. And it just helps to send a message to the brain that it's okay to open here. So we'll press gently for a few breaths. And then release the hands from the knees. Inhale, leading with the heart, lengthen forward. So we're finding an anterior tilt with the pelvis, or the bowl is tipping forward with the pelvis as you lean forward. And we're not really pulling ourselves here, just allowing gravity to do its work. And I didn't give you an opportunity to set your intention before, but of course this class the intention is to manifest clients, to grow our community, to feel valued in our offerings. But I like to add one more piece of advice, and that is to set your intention to find clients that are synergetic for you. And what does that mean? Well, we want to think about the relationships we have with clients, because clients are relationships. And it just means a synergetic relationship is something where you are giving to them, they are giving back to you, maybe financially, or just helping you further along in your career as a teacher. But then there's so much energy that we're giving back and forth to each other that our cups overflow, and it creates a ripple effect where we are able to go home and give back to our loved ones, to our communities. And that's my intention for the clients that I would like to attract. And slowly coming out of this posture, bringing the hands behind you, soles of the feet to the mat, a little bit wider, and dropping the right knee in, and then the left windshield wiper the legs a few times. Perhaps the head and neck move in the opposite direction of the knees. And reaching the feet forward, reaching the fingertips forward, slowly lowering all the way down to the earth. Drawing the right knee into the chest. And over to the left, reclined supine twist, keeping the right shoulder planted, reaching the right fingertips out, maybe gazing towards the right hand. Breathing here. Belly is soft. And then back to center, bringing the left knee into the chest. And then extending the right leg long. Crossing the right knee over the left leg, extending the left arm, recline twist, maybe gazing towards the left fingertips. And drawing the knee into center. Drawing both knees into the chest. Bring the knees wide, flex the feet towards the ceiling, and then reach the fingertips between the feet. If you're finding you have to do a bit of a sit-up to get to your feet, then just don't do that. Keep the shoulders planted to the mat, and maybe just grab for the hamstrings. Maybe you can reach for the peace fingers around big toes, and perhaps you can reach for the outer edges of the feet. But the shoulders are relaxed, the elbows are soft. And you can invite some play here with your happy baby. And release the feet. Bring the knees back into the chest. Any other movements or postures, now is your time to get them out of the way. If you feel like you want to do another yoga practice, I have other videos up there. But if you're finished for your yoga practice today, find a reclined position for your Shavasana and stay here for at least 10 minutes in meditation. Thank you for joining me today, and I will finish practice today with an Om. We'll chant Om Shreem. So Om removes all the obstacles in the way of our manifestation, and Shreem just gives us some abundance to manifest. So all the obstacles in the way from abundance is the reason we chant Om Shreem. So inhale. Om Shreem. Thank you so much, and namaste. Oh, and Happy New Year.